This TikTok alpha male guru is now facing up to 15 years in prison, and it is quite the story. So meet Wes Watson. According to him, everyone knows who he is.
Can you guys share with our viewers what you do for a living?
What do you do for a living? I'm Wes Watson. Everybody knows who I am.
Oh, sure, bud. So back to the real world. For the 99% of people who don't know who he is, he's known for being an online fitness coach and motivational speaker who many have labeled to be a complete grifter. Then, as of February 6th at 5:30 p.m., he's also known for being arrested by the Miami Police Department. And apparently, he's facing some serious charges for aggravated battery and assault. Witnesses saw cops putting him into the back of the police car. And all of this is over some territorial gym bro roid rage type. Like, it is unbelievably embarrassing when you look into it, which is exactly what we're doing in today's video. And he's since been to trial, and that was an absolute complete dumpster fire. But I'm sure many of you guys are wondering, who really is this guy though? So looking at his online presence, at least before the assault, it seems like Wes has identified himself as a lot of things. An entrepreneur, author, business coach, business founder of Watson Fit, and developer of sales funnels. All right, bud. So clearly he calls himself a lot of things. The internet, for the most part, calls him a grifter. And before all of that, he apparently started building an online presence while doing a 10-year prison sentence in California. He started by building his Instagram following while he was locked up, but once he was freed, he capitalized on this online presence within the fitness community. According to him, so who knows if this is true or not, he became a millionaire within 18 months of being released. And he accredits all of the success to his prison-hardened mindset, which he now applies in his business. And I'm sure he also sells some high-ticket course to teach people this as well for like thousands of dollars.
I never missed on one thing that I was supposed to do every day since I exited prison. And in prison, it was 10 years of me building the individual who was unstoppable. So give me any task. If you want me to be a brain surgeon and you say, Wes, you got 6 years. Most people do it in 8. Can you do it? Well, and I won't miss anything and let's see how far we can get.
Right. So instead of becoming a brain surgeon, he sells business mindset courses online. Close enough. And somehow, I guess he hooks people by saying stuff like this. But hey, I mean, this is the stuff that built his audience. And I found some stories online from people who claim to have been scammed by him. And surprisingly enough, there are plenty of stories online. One user on Reddit showed their experience with Wes Watson's business coaching program. And this person, apparently they've been a fan of Wes for years, and they decided to sign up for his coaching services. According to him, initially there were some red flags when Wes asked for half the payment up front. But then the user agreed and got started. However, things quickly went downhill. Because as you see by these screenshots, Wes kept canceling and rescheduling calls, and the user felt like they were being blown off. It then got to the point where Wes removed the user from the coaching platform without any explanation. So when the user tried to get a refund, they faced resistance from Wes and his support team. And then, I guess after months of going back and forth, the user decided to involve their bank, and eventually they received a chargeback of $1,500. Come on, I mean, this is basic stuff. If you can't provide a service that your customer has already paid for, you have to refund them. You don't force them to go to their bank to spend months on charging back that original charge. That's just scumbag and grifter behavior. Now, I will say this is all alleged and from a Reddit user who provided the story with screenshots of the cancellations from West. And you can even see by these screenshots that they agreed on the price and then they were going to book the call. Wes made a bunch of excuses. He didn't show up. After he started pestering him, Wes was like, well, you need to pay me another $1,500 or else we won't do the call. And then that's where that feud started. And then he ended up ghosting him. So yeah, GG. But I also found other reviews on the same program with Wes Watson's Fit program, and they don't look good either. This user claims that he purchased Wes's program last year and was promised 2-hour-long phone calls with him. He then goes on to say that the phone calls didn't happen and Wes just kept rescheduling, which, if you remember, is the exact same thing that happened to the last guy we just talked about. Definitely not a good sign. So overall, what I'm finding is Wes's fitness business is that Wes, I guess, offers personal coaching calls, but he either constantly reschedules or puts the calls on his staff. And I mean, let's be real, this is the kind of stuff that we've seen on this channel before, where these guys pay these self-help advice people because they see their rags to riches stories and they think, wow, this guy's made it. He knows exactly what to tell me so I too can make it. And then they go on to pay these people like $3,000+ for some questionable business advice. And all they get is dodged like the dude is some World of Warcraft rogue character and pawned off to his minions. From what I can tell from watching his content, you can buy like a David Goggins book for like $15 to $20 and basically get what he's already telling them. Because, let's be real, red flags should be going off in your head if said guru or person trying to sell you something, if their whole marketing thing looks like, look, I have everything together. Look at all these women and all these beautiful cars. Pay me so I can help you get these things. When in reality, when you pay them, that just helps them maintain those things. Because a lot of times these gurus are standing on a house of cards that are propped up by these high-ticket courses. Who would have known? But being an alleged grifter is honestly not even the biggest of his problems because clearly his ego is.
Wes Watson. I text him. He hits me back. Yo, what's up, big dog? I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know? And he's doing his whole shtick. For $2,500, you get this. Comes with blah, blah, blah. $5,000, you get this. Comes with blah, blah, blah. I'm already seeing red flags because I'm doing the math. And he's saying, I make X amount of $1 million a month. And I'm thinking to myself, even if those three were the high ticket item, you would have to sell this many a month. That means you would have to talk to this many a month personally. So I was like, okay, I'm still entertained.
I can still get something from this.
So he's like, I'm doing a mastermind, Miami. This is what you get. Day 1, blah, blah, blah. Day 2, day 3. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, so really all I get is dinner with you and some pictures and to be on your videos. And that's going to draw attention to me because I'm with Wes Watson.
What kind of insecure shit is that, dude? So yeah, I guess his main product is his name. You can pay me so you can stand next to me. But I guess instead, users end up paying for this guy who claims to have it all together, but actually goes on roid rages online.
Just down the street at a very successful man's shop where I dropped my wife off to get some beauty stuff done.
You dropped your wife off with a...
Well, they're all fucked up right here. If you say anything about my goddamn wife, I swear to fuck. So don't say nothing right there, bro.
I mean, the dude just said you dropped your wife off at and Wes was ready to just beat the brakes off the kid. Like, okay, dude, chill.
Are you proud of who the you are?
Why
Are you proud? If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this proud of who the he is? Pull your
because I've been...
Tell me you're proud
because
of
I've been to...
You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
It seems like his whole like he has to be the baddest person in the room. Like it almost comes across as fake and slightly insecure. Obviously, all that rage caught up to him because now he's arrested for assaulting a man at his gym. The guy who pressed charges said that he did so because he went into that fight thinking it would be fair. As you can see in this video, it's definitely not a fair fight. So shout out to John Bava for releasing this full uncensored version of the Wes Watson assault video. Obviously, I mean, this is just a bunch of dudes fighting extremely dirty on one guy. Like the random dude just throws a kick in there while Wes is punching the guy upwards of 50 times in the head. So Wes is grabbing this guy by the ponytail and yelling crazy like, I'll kill you. Wes obviously has anger issues because the dude in the video clearly has had enough, but Wes just keeps yelling and comes back to kick him again after the fight is clearly way over. I don't know what this guy did to deserve this, but whatever it is, I don't think you deserve that. Wes Watson went to Instagram after the whole mess saying that it was self-defense because some big guy at his gym was challenging him. But that's not even how self-defense works. What? He's like, I was self-defense of my ego. He challenged me on my turf. Like, dude, the video I watched here, it seems like you were very much the aggressor and had 3 other minions. 3 other henchmen help you beat the crap out of this guy. Like, come on. Let's see. Wes did actually respond to this, and this is what he said. A hater came and tried to test me yesterday at the gym. He was at least a foot taller than me and not some normal looking dude. He was a street looking MFer. I tried to talk him out of the fight, but he insisted and it did not go as he planned. This was complete self-defense, and he was so badly injured the cops were called by the gym and the ambulance came. Everyone stopped trying to talk violence online and bring it to an MFer. I don't want that for anyone. I hope moving forward we can all just be positive and stay focused on getting ripped, become rich, and staying rare MFers. F around and find out. Dude, the world just watched you assault a dude. That was not self-defense. Also, I love that he said, let's stop talking violence online, then ended the statement with F around and find out. Like, come on, dude. But hey, I'm sure Wes has so much to worry about. I mean, getting arrested again after already spending 10 years in prison. I'm sure his biggest concern is the upcoming trial, except it's not. Apparently, he's more worried about making sure the internet believes that he's actually 6 foot. Yeah, that sounds right, dude. Look, guys, he's not 5'8", okay? He just looks 5'8". What kind of argument is that? And there's nothing wrong with being 5'8" either. Like, what? Why? Why do you care? But as of now, Watson's trial has not started yet, but I feel like it'll be very interesting when it does. But until then, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video. And hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.